Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're catching up now. All right. Well, let's like do the damn thing.
So she bends over and looks at me and says, "Are you sure? You want me to take the whole thing?" I said, "Yeah, you gotta literally get all the way down, put your knees into it, and pull as hard as you can."
So and that's when she got the dog between your legs?
Well, no, that's when we took the carrot and actually made stew because it was a rather large carrot. She couldn't completely pull it from the dirt, so.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot. You just have to dig around it.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Hey, how's it going there, peoples? Glad to have y'all. Sorry we've been out for the past few weeks. We actually do have lives outside of kickball as well.
Unfortunately.
Jamie's had school. Sorry. I've had work a few times.
I had Madden to play.
Jeremy had Madden to play because he I don't know.
He just didn't want to do these things by himself.
Yeah.
He was the only one who didn't have a life.
It's kind of hard to. It's not hard to have monologue, but like when you want to have dialogue with other people and have difference of opinions, it's kind of hard to go, "Hey Jeremy, what do you think about?" Oh, no.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I can talk all night to myself. I do it quite often actually, but.
Out loud, or just in your head?
Both. I usually answer myself in my head, but talk out loud.
Huh.
So.
I do it a couple times too, yeah. Especially when I'm at work.
I mean, I think we've all said things aloud to ourselves.
But I mean, a full-on conversation, like an hour's worth of talking.
So
that's the hard part.
Tonight we're just gonna be. We're not gonna go over last night's games really.
Fuck them.
Because there was no real shakeups in the standings that I know of. There was a pretty big win last night, and I think it was the only one of the season. Crossover game. Bad News Beers beat the Kills in dramatic fashion. It wasn't even close. It was 8-3.
Yeah, it was 8-3 or 9-3. I was roughing it, but yeah, I didn't.
I mean, props to Bad News Beers for playing their ass off. Good job. Way to show that any team can beat any team in this league if you really want to. That's really what the whole idea behind crossover games is, so we can see and you can see where you stand at the end of the day. So, awesome job. That being said, we're going to jump right into the tournament. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We'll just jump right into it and get into the games, into the nitty-gritty. So, the first games that start, first of all, the games are at Goslin's Hope Park tomorrow, just in case you didn't know. They start at 9 a.m. That's when the Tortellini division starts. And the first two games are
forcing third base against Five Toe Death Kick, the 8 and 9 seed. For people wondering, Balls and Dolls is out, forfeit. So yes, there's no 8, 10, 9, 10, whatever. It's 8 and 9.
So Balls and Dolls forfeit. I think this is a pretty easy pick here. Forcing third pretty much destroyed them earlier in the season. I mean, put up a ton of runs on them. I think they easily handle that game and move on to play Rumspringer at the 10 o'clock game.
Yeah, I agree that fourth and third is, they're going to force Five Toe Death Kick to take third.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is I refed Five Toe Death Kick's game last night against PBJ. And they're actually very talented. They have a lot of talent on that team, a lot of good kickers. Their pitchers that I saw last night were good. I mean, really, they're like 2, maybe 3 people away from being a competitive team in that division. I mean, there was a lot of impressive plays that I saw from their catcher. Oh my gosh, I purposely was remembering his name so I could talk about him last night. Now I can't remember it. Big Bear, super nice, funny guy.
It wasn't Matt Crawford, was it? I was gonna say he's normally first base, but yeah, he has a beard kind of.
No, but he was really good, and he pitched as well. He pitched really well. Yeah.
Are you talking about Dwight?
No,
I couldn't have been Dwight. No.
I think I can picture this guy that you're talking about, but I just can't think of his name.
Yeah, if you saw him, you know exactly what I was talking about. And if Brad's watching or if somebody else knows him, you can comment and let me know who it is, because
I won't see it.
I purposely asked him his name last night, just so I could remember to talk, so I could talk about it, and then
Doesn't he kind of look like a Silver?
No.
It's a different guy. Okay.
Not that guy.
No,
he doesn't.
Yeah, and Keith wants to make sure that we talk about him a lot. So if you guys didn't hear, Bad News Bears beat Kilts last night.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's Keith Morehart's team. So.
What did they do in their second game, though?
Oof.
Keith won.
Oh, just Keith?
Yeah,
Okay.
Keith
We're
won.
just gonna, like, every so often throw his name out there so we can talk about him a lot.
Jeremy Edge
Keith Morehart.
gave up 3 runs yesterday, so.
And Keith Morehart didn't.
No, he didn't. So Jamie, who do you have? Did you already say?
For the, yeah.
First
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I think all 3 of us have fourth and third.
Yeah, I
so.
agree.
Yeah.
Nothing against Five Toe, but like you said, they're a couple players away. And this game's not gonna be upset. Don't see it. Y'all jumping the gun.
Are you reading my?
Yeah, I'm reading your thing.
Supposed to
Don't
do this
look at
live.
that.
Don't cheat.
You can't see all of it though.
I do.
So.
I'm already upset.
You
I
didn't
did.
see this part?
Well, I saw this part. That's all I care about at the moment. Second 9 o'clock game. Alcoholics, foul balls. Very accurately done 4-5 seed matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams are good in certain aspects. Both teams aren't so good in certain aspects.
So
I mean, my question is Alcoholics going to have enough people to play in the tournament this year?
Yeah, this would be the second time in a row.
Because last year they had enough people, but then not enough people showed up. Like, they didn't forfeit prior to the tournament, just like they're doing this year. And then nobody showed up for the tournament, so.
Yeah, that would have made me angry.
yeah.
I know Cody Sheets is their pitcher, guy who wears the same cleats as me.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I was so pissed off. Like, I wanted to
There's only
fight
2
people.
people that wear the same cleats.
I think
The
so, yeah.
exact same cleats in this league? Yes.
Same size?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh.
I think he does wear 10s, yeah.
Spooky.
Y'all could trade the left.
We're a little
one.
past Halloween, but that's pretty spooky.
So Alcoholics is 6-4 and Foul Balls is 5-5. I wonder if they ever. I'm sure they played each other before.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty sure they did. I think Alcoholics beat them.
I told myself I was going to do research too, and then I had dinner.
Okay, so they both have the same amount of runs for, which means they have about the same ability to score runs, which is good. But Foul Balls has 13 more runs against than Alcoholics.
And Alcoholics is a scoring team too. I mean, they definitely can put up a lot of runs on you real fast. They're pretty strong in the front side of their lineup, and it kind of backs off a little bit towards the back end of their lineup. Obviously, that's the way it's supposed to go. I mean, that's like straight up NFL announcer critiquing right there. But I think whoever scores the most points is going to win this game.
They bring their lunch pail to work.
Yeah.
So
they're a team of firecrackers. The other team's a bunch of gym rats. But I really think Alcoholics pulls this game out and they move on to play the winner of Rumspringer and Forcing Third.
I think I'm gonna go with Foul Balls on this one. I think that throughout the season, teams generally don't always have their full squad.
Yeah.
Like there's 1 or 2 missing just about every week, and I think that both teams probably are gonna have their full squad for this tournament. I hope so anyway. And I think when you're comparing full everything that each team has, I think Foul Balls is gonna
Full
take
roster, yeah. I got you. I would love to see Foul Balls win personally, but I gotta go with my gut. I mean, we played Alcoholics this year. There's still no slouch. I mean, I don't see them. I mean, we played Foul Balls as well. I mean, it's just it's. I don't know, man. Like Alcoholics, I got a feeling they're coming for blood this year. I just don't know if they're gonna come too hard for blood and overshoot their skis, or I don't know. Alcoholics, fuck it. I'm trying to sugarcoat it and get it out now.
And by the way, Keith Morehart.
Yeah, Keith Morehart. Don't know if you guys know who he is. Used to run Freedom League. That Keith Morehart.
Pitched an awesome game in his first game.
Yeah, he did.
Can't remember the second one. Kind of blacked out after the first 6 runs. Whoops. 10 o'clock games. We'll start from the top and slide all the way down. Tortellini Division 1 seed Rumspringer against your 8 seed Forcing Third Base.
Okay, I think that we're all gonna obviously have the same answer here. I think Rumspringer's just gonna hand it to him.
Oh, I was gonna go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Rumspringer.
And they
Yeah, they just again Forcing Third. I mean, they won what 3 games this year, 4 games.
3.
So they 300% better than they did, or 200% better than they did last year, right?
Yeah.
300%. I'm good at math. I'm becoming an engineer. Trust me.
What 200? So what 100% would be 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
No.
I think that you're
How many
right.
games did they win last season? None or
One.
One.
So yeah, 100% of 1 is 2. 200% of 1 is 3. So he's right, because you're adding another 100% on top of the 100% you just added.
Alright, I understand.
So,
Somebody check that math.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah, I've also got Rumspringa. I'm assuming you have Rumspringa as well.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Rumspringa goes on to play Alcoholics, but we'll get to that. Other 10 o'clock game. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, on my sheet I have Alcoholics. Completely fair.
Wait. So Rumspringa is 8-1-1. They tied y'all, right?
Yes, they did.
Who did they lose to? They had a crossover game,
Yeah, it was
right?
a crossover. Us and them did the exact same thing. We tied against each other and lost our crossover.
Okay.
So what was I gonna say? Fireballs, the 3 seed against Bad News Beers, the 6 seed.
This is a really tough game, actually, especially since I watched Bad News and Keith Morehart completely wreck a Jungle Gym Division team. And Jungle Gym Division team wasn't missing anybody. They had Haas, they had CJ, they had No Shoes. I mean, Chris, they weren't slacking at all. And to see somebody do that, but then get their asses kicked by Hot Dogs and Tacos the next game.
I didn't even know.
That's not Keith Morehart's fault, though.
No, definitely not. Keith Morehart had nothing to do with that game.
As much as I want Bad News Beers to win, I just think that they're a team that is very
Young.
easy to love. Like, you just want to root for them.
They're the Chicago Cubs of Waka v. Atlantic.
I don't think that they're going to pull this one out.
Peninsula, I'm sorry.
I think that there are times when I had so much faith in them and thought for sure that they were going to take home a W. They let me down. And last night when I thought for sure they were going to lose, they brought it. I don't know what to expect, and I want them to win, but I don't think they're going to.
I don't know. Keith Morehart is pitching. That might change things up a little bit.
You never know.
I wonder how much he's going to take.
Keith Morehart is kicking those home runs.
Oh, yeah. Especially, those bombs to the opposite fields. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I also have Fireballs in this one. I talk to TJ at work almost every day. I kind of know what's going on with that team. They're going to have their full assortment of people. They're not going to be 15, 16 people, but he said we'll have our minimum and 1 to cover. So, but it's something about Keith, man. It'll stay close because I think Keith Morehart will be slinging a rack like Justin Verlander. Last game of the 10 o'clock hour.
Oh, I'm picking Fireballs, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of slow ordered and then let Jamie take over. It was guess he's going Fireballs. Tortellini Division 7 seed, Peanut Butter Jelly Time against Tortellini Division 2 seed, Hot Dogs and Tacos. Wonder where I'm going with this one.
I think if PBJT had Keith Morehart pitching for them, that they might have a chance in this game, but since they don't, and they have a Brent Obershaw pitching.
And a car.
And a car charging. I don't know if he's going to be there, though.
Oh, I'm definitely changing my answer.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's the first opening. Who knows what's going on tomorrow, but there's a reason he might not be there. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm taking Hot Dogs and Tacos in this game.
Me too.
I think we beat them 8-1 during the season. They're rebuilding again. I hate to say that. Like
they always rebuild.
That's what I was gonna say. Peanut Butter Jelly Time, awesome team. They're the best scout system.
PBJ and all of Brad's teams, whether it's bringing Brad or Fight to a Death Kick or whatever, I feel like those 2 teams are really good at getting new people in and then having them stolen from them.
Yeah.
So they're always rebuilding.
But you gotta think though, they don't really get stolen. If I come to you and you're a really good player on a team that's not doing well, you don't want to be on the team that's not doing well.
You know, I have an idea to stop poaching from happening in this league.
How?
Let's have regional.
We could have a regional rule where you have to live within 5 miles of your captain.
Yeah.
Good God.
And if you live within 5 miles of your captain, if you don't live, you get 3 free agents, male and female. So you can either have 3 females, 2 males, and a female. That can live within any part of the United States that you could bring in.
Shit.
Yeah.
I lose Gator. I lose Will Menzies.
I mean, Night Sweat's team is pretty much dismantled.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe we should just take a map and draw little regions in it already, and then whoever lives in this one, they're all on a team together.
Yeah.
And then once at the end of it, if there's a team that doesn't have enough girls or doesn't have, then we can adjust, but, you know, we'll just see how it goes at first.
Hey, in this tournament too, we should change the strikes and fouls to just combine into one.
Absolutely, because that's how baseball really is. I
Yeah.
mean,
Even though you can foul 12 times in baseball.
yeah, well, we don't have time for that,
Oh,
but
okay.
still, we're gonna have.
But you can still, 3 fouls is actually 3 strikes and you're out. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Or if you have 2 strikes and no fouls and you foul the ball off one time, then you're still out. That makes perfect
That sounds
sense.
like another league that I've played in.
I don't know what you're talking about. These are new rules that we're just
Yeah.
snowballing out there.
Just
You know
came
what?
out.
If we
Came to me.
If we could do that in like a winter league, where you literally
A
had to
regional?
have like a regional winter league, like obviously you have people get together and be like, look, okay, this guy's captain. Well, that would be actually.
It would be interesting to say the least. Like,
Yeah.
You would have the most random captains, like somebody that doesn't want to captain is now the captain because
they have the most
central-
amount of
Yeah.
people.
They're right smack dab in the middle.
Like whoever lives near CJ, you can get CJ, TJ. And
Now, how would
Sawyer.
what if 2 captains overlap in the area? How do you decide which players get to go? Or is that just like
Well, really, you just
Accuracy.
take the map and you
Accuracy
draw the
kicks.
lines, and then you pick the address that's closest to the smack dab in the center of that little region that you drew,
Yep.
and that's who the captain is. And if they really don't want a captain, they can just be the captain and have somebody else really do it.
Right.
You can have like in horseshoes where you literally take like, okay, you're 2.5 from here and you're 2.7. Okay, 2.5 gets it.
Yeah.
Gets the point.
11 o'clock games. Rumspringa versus Alcoholics.
Rumspringa versus foul balls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, well depending on who's.
Okay, the
here.
consensus of the group. No.
I would venture to say that if Keith Morhart was here, he would have picked Alcoholics. So we're gonna say Rumspringa versus Alcoholics for now, and then once it gets to Jamie over here. I mean, even all right. On the count of 3, we'll all say we think's gonna win this game.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Rumspringa.
So it really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter who that pick was. I actually think this is going to be a much better game, though. I think Alcoholics, I don't think foul balls will give them any trouble, but I think Alcoholics will give them trouble. So.
I should have screamed Alcoholics. That would have been funny.
Yeah. Thanks for ruining it, Dick.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Welcome to the party. If you haven't, you need to rewind if you know.
Because
if
we
haven't been
talked about
watching.
you so much.
We did.
Keith Morhart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on here?
We said Keith Morhart's name at least 15 times prior to when
You should go count, Keith. Like,
Yeah. You
rewind.
should drink for every time we said your name earlier.
Seriously, start from the beginning. Every time we say Keith.
I need somebody to do numbers. Curtis, I think we're going to bring you on for spring and we're going to have you be stat guy, just for the hell of it. We'll make you the Tony Reale in this
I
podcast.
didn't have time for that.
That would
Ain't
be
nobody got
fun.
time for that shit.
We could have him come on Skype and just literally in the middle of something. No, this team did this much. Just to be stupid. Something funny. Whatever.
Fireballs versus hot dogs and tacos.
I hate that I'm, like, I don't hate that I'm part of this podcast, but, like, I feel like I'm going to be biased because you know damn well I'm going to say my team. I mean, it's just that would be dumb. Like, hey, we're going to lose this game against Fireballs. No. But all jokes aside, I feel like, I mean, we played Fireballs in the season. We beat them 7-6. We did give them 4 runs in 1 inning, so it should have been like 7-2. But whatever. Tomato, tomato. We won the game, so I'm just going to leave it at that. You should rewind it later, Keith Morhart, because we'll talk about you a little more, Keith Morhart.
This is a tough one. I mean, the Fireballs have only scored 5 less runs than y'all throughout the entire season.
Can I say why and it actually somewhat matter? Because in the games that we blew out teams, I purposely kept us under 10 so we could play 4th and 5th inning. So it should have been way higher than what it was, but I just...
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure, because you have the exact same run score as Rumspringa currently. So you're saying you would have scored more runs
I
than Rumspringa?
guarantee it. 110%.
I watched Rumspringa put 22 runs up against the team, so.
We never put that much up because I told them I wanted us to play all 5 innings.
We still played all 5 innings.
I
We played
guess.
until like 9:45 one night because we were still playing. We went We even let the other team kick through, have 6 outs because we felt like they didn't get enough time on the field.
Sorry, I wanted to legitimately keep playing. Sorry. That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm taking hot dogs and tacos in this game as well. So, Fireballs would be a good game. I think it'd be come down to like 2-1, maybe even a 1-0 style game. I would put the line at like plus minus or minus 1.5 for hot dogs and tacos.
I mean, I'll give you that. I mean, they've got Rosie, they've got Tinsley that I know of, they got Tucker. I mean, they're gonna have the full shebang, the full kibosh, whatever. Yeah, it'll be a fun game. It's just, I mean, we lost in the semis last year to Gilfs, and I'm kind of angry. I don't want to have this happen again. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do lineup wise. I don't think I'll slim it up, but if we make it to the finals, yeah, it might change it. But that's a whole other story. I guess that's what. Down to the finals of the Tortellini division. 12 o'clock. Rumspringa, 1 seed. Hot dogs and tacos, 2 seed.
I don't think I actually said, but I think hot dogs and tacos is going to win that one. I don't know if I did or
I
not.
just said it was gonna be close, but you're staying over.
Okay. Hot dogs.
But maybe if Keith Morehart is reffing that game.
That's what I was. Man, you beat me to that. That's exactly where I was gonna plug him in there.
Keith Morehart refs this game, it'll be a lot closer than it should be because that man calls an awesome game at reffing.
That's true.
It would be closer because
Yes.
he plays a good game?
Yes. Everything will be, the game will be a lot closer because both teams are already really good. So it'll be 3 up, 3 down. This could be a 25-minute game. If Keith Morehart refs it.
True.
I don't really understand your logic here,
No, we don't
but
need
He's reffing so well, the game will go by swimmingly.
Right.
okay, I get that, but
It'll go by quicker because both the teams are really good, and it'll be 3 up, 3 down.
Championship game starts at 12 o'clock. Rumspringa versus Hot Dogs and Tacos. Again, tie game during the regular season. I mean, this game really is a toss-up. At the end of the day, I'm going to take the age experience in this game, and say that Rumspringa takes this one home. Goes on to face Night Sweats in the first round of the Jungle Gym,
yeah.
the Jungle Gym tournament.
yeah. I mean, Rumspringa, they have Ricky Holmes, who just came back from a amazing high. I hope that he's still feeling as happy as I am after last weekend.
He may be burnt out. What? I mean, what, did y'all have like a little runaway or?
So.
What's the word I'm looking for when you go out of town for a little while? Did you guys have a staycation with Keith Morehart?
We had a getaway with Keith Morehart. The 3 of us.
Oh wow, okay.
Just kidding.
That'll make things
That's
different.
awkward. No.
That's pretty awkward.
You're gonna grind
Kidding.
salt.
Anyway.
It's gonna be a close game. I guess being that I'm in this final, I can't really pick. I mean, I can, but it's just gonna be biased. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I'll be that announcer that's actually calling the game, so I won't hop into it. But
I think Rumspringa's going to take this.
it'll be a close game either way.
I agree with that. I do. I really think Hot Dogs and Tacos could win, but I'm just going to go with Rumspringa.
Completely understandable. I'm just hoping Gator's on his pitching game, Peden's on his pitching game. Me, Leon, Gator kicking.
Freon.
Yeah, your boy Freon and my co-captain for now, Curtis Blau.
And Keith Morehart.
Yeah, we actually made an honorary captain.
An honorary captain for the tournament.
Drew Brees, let's go, baby. For anybody that didn't do their fantasy lineup, the game started. Sorry.
Andrew Bergmeyer. That's who it was. That's the guy.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And it wasn't Balls and Dolls, Keith. It was, 5-toed F-kick.
Yeah, 5-10, yeah. That's what it is.
For what?
Keith Morehart, what did your team say about me?
Yeah, what kind of bullshit were they spewing about Jeremy? Jesus. Thanks a lot, Keith Morehart.
They said that you suck and you like to grab the pussy.
Whoa!
Not my.
Calm down,
Not my
DT
commissioner.
Junior.
Not my commissioner.
Not my commissioner.
1 o'clock games, Jungle Gym Division. 1 o'clock, Jungle Gym 4 seed.
Well, let's go. Let's first go into the Rumspringa Night Sweats game because that continues on.
Yeah.
with that.
Or the hot dogs and tacos night sweats game.
Yeah.
Depending on how you have your.
So the winner of the Tortellini division gets to join in to the Jungle Gym division tournament, which I'm really glad it worked out to be able to do this, because the original schedule didn't have this in there, and I was really kind of bummed. And I think I just like that they have, you know, a whole nother tournament to work into. There's an opportunity to actually win the whole thing.
Mhm. Which is kind of cool, yeah. I mean, granted, the majority of the time, like last year, well, it was a close game, but still, like, you come in and you're like, oh shit, we just went through all that high of winning our tournament, now we gotta go play a really fucking badass team in another division. Shit. But
yeah, I mean, I get that, but
still, at the same time, you're still in the tournament.
It gives you the chance to have that, like, Cinderella story, you know, like.
Yeah,
you're
ODU.
Come out of nowhere and just take the whole thing. Not likely, but.
You're like the 16 seed in the basketball tournament. You're like an ODU or Hampton or Norfolk State. Like, oh hey, we might actually win one game.
I mean, but it's Rumspringa if that's who you have winning.
Yeah, if you.
Yeah, and Rumspringa is experienced in this division. And,
yeah.
You know, they know what it's like to play teams like
Hot
this.
dogs and tacos are experienced too. I mean, we had a close game against Wacom. Trying to rationalize this winning,
Okay, anyway, who do you think's gonna win?
I'll take Night Sweats in this game.
On the count of three, everyone. No.
We have Gene, we've got Coop, we got Edge, we got me, we got Tyson. I mean,
I don't think you really helped the team a lot.
Not with my throwing lately at all. No.
Maybe your offense.
No, not that either. Since I popped out twice last night.
Oh, well, you just suck all around. So.
Yeah, but the hype though, I bring the hype to the party, so.
That's true. You are a good hype man.
Yeah, so I'll take Night Sweats.
I'm gonna go with Night Sweats too.
I'm also gonna roll the Night Sweats. I think they're gonna be the better pick.
They're just gonna give Rumspringa the shivers. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to move on to Wacom versus Kilps, and after seeing Kilps' dreadful performance last night, I think they shape up a little bit in this game, get their shit together, and still lose to Wacom to the Jungle, but I think it'll be a much closer game than some are expecting it to be after last night, just because I think they pull their heads out of their ass, get their shit together, come out with a fight, but I think Wacom's a better team here.
Yep, 100% agree.
I think what happened to them last night is a 50-50. They're either going to be so motivated that they got embarrassed last night that they're going to come in and really try to give Wacom a shot, or they're just going to be so down and pissed off that they're going to walk into this game like, oh god, you know, they have Keith Morehart's brother, Jeff Morehart, and a whole bunch of other really good players.
Whose brother?
Keith Morehart.
Who's Keith Morehart's brother?
Jeff Morehart.
Keith Morehart and Jeff Morehart are brothers.
Last I checked, yeah.
Oh, alright.
Really?
Are we joking?
I thought that was a really common last name. I just figured.
Yeah, I just figured.
I mean, they
figured
look nothing alike.
Yeah.
I could be dead wrong, but I would bet at
I'm
least.
pretty sure they're not.
I mean, I'm
95%
pretty sure that Jeff is my roommate, and
I think she would know the best.
and
This is true.
I co-captained with Keith, and I think that if they were brothers, I would know that.
We'll have to ask Keith Morehart if they're related.
I swear, for the longest, I thought Keith Morehart and Jeff
I mean,
Morehart
one
were
of them
brothers.
has blonde hair, and the
That's
other one
okay.
has brown hair.
Okay, my sister has blonde hair, and I have brownish black. Me and my sister.
So you're saying there's no such thing as genetics? You're saying that people can come out looking completely different from the same parents?
Yes.
My mind is blown right now.
Yeah.
I'm really. Oh my god.
I can't believe you thought they were related.
I cannot believe
I'm
this.
sticking to this now. Keith Morehart, I'm gonna need you to
Wow.
post up.
What is going on right now?
Look at it. Did Carolina just score? What happened? Did I completely just blow up this whole podcast thinking they were brothers? Keith, is that you?
Call from Phoenix AG.
Phoenix.
Ooh, Phoenix AG.
Somebody's calling the house from Phoenix.
Phoenix AG.
Hurry up, Keith.
Keith, I can't wait for you to get to this point of the podcast.
Please leave a message after the tone.
And it's only going to get funnier when you get here and start commenting on this.
I kind of just want to pause so we can catch up.
Yeah, I know.
I can't do that.
Oh. Oh my God, no one cares.
You
know who
guys
does
listening
care?
to this voicemail?
There's no way. No.
If I'm right, I deserve a shit ton of beers.
I think we deserve a shit ton of beers.
No, I was so adamant about it that I should. Oh, I got mentioned.
Anyways, wow. So now we have. Oh, we're still at Wacom versus Kills. I picked Wacom. Jamie.
Okay, I pick Wacom as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Wacom. So.
All right, our last 1 o'clock game that we have is DCOM versus WTF.
Which WTF is gonna be there?
Which DCOM is gonna be there? I mean, this is a toss-up.
I mean, DCOM, they only lost one that they shouldn't have, I think. When they played the Kills and they lost to the Kills. So I really think that they should have been 5-4, 5-4-1.
Oh, he's so far behind. He's still talking about their game against Fireballs. Shit.
Oh, he'll catch up.
Damn it.
I mean, if DCOM, if Jimmy's there and Trey's there and Manny, if they have that core there tomorrow.
See, that's what I was saying earlier about that Foul Balls game. Like, DCOM is one of those teams that has all these great players, but it's rare that they're all there at the same time.
Right.
So I think DCOM has this one. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll take DCOM in this game as well.
I'm also gonna roll with DCOM. A lot of chalk in this tournament, man. No, I don't think we've picked an upset. A legit one yet.
She had foul balls. I mean, it typically does go chalk, though. It's hard to pick against it when you know that's how it usually rolls.
Mhm.
I think there was one season where one team that shouldn't have made it jumped, but I can't remember.
Last season it was Bad News Bears. Were they Bad News Bears 2 seasons?
Yeah, but the only reason they won was because Alcoholics forfeit.
Yeah, weren't there, yeah.
No, but they made it. They won like 3 games.
Oh, that's right, they did, yeah.
Yeah.
They were the Cinderella team last year,
Yeah.
captained by Keith Morehart.
Yeah, because Keith Morehart is like the best thing in the world.
That is true. And yes.
He's like pretzels and beer. And
Yeah.
not the crunchy pretzels either. The soft ones that you dip in cheese.
Oh, dude, like the one.
Like the legit good pretzels.
Yes.
He's like after you eat a whole bag of Doritos, he's like the dust that's left on your fingers.
It just makes you want to
Cheese.
suck it all off your fingertips.
That is the Doritos commercial where the guy like sucks on the dude's fingers.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
horrible.
I mean you don't suck on somebody else's. You only suck it off your own.
Amelia, you should be watching the podcast.
This just got really
I heard what she was saying, but I kind of blacked it out because I saw Amelia posted that she's not even watching the podcast, but she thinks everything's funny. You need to be watching this, Amelia. We could be talking about how you guys made it to the semifinals, but you're not watching, so you don't know. Cody, you can tell her. Oh, wait a minute, we didn't. So like
We're at 17 more yards and keeps count right now, wherever he's at in the podcast, so.
So we're right about, the 10 o'clock maybe? He's now at the 11 o'clock game, so yeah, he's not close yet.
Keith Morehart.
Keith Morehart.
Keith Morehart. So now we're at Cardiac versus DCOM, starting 2 o'clock hour.
Cardiac is my team. So, obviously this is going to be a tough one for me to pick against. But, like I said with DCOM, like, Cardiac has a tough road because DCOM is going to have all their people. And when they have all their people, it's a sick team. So, it's going to be tough. I'm rooting for Cardiac. I really would not be surprised if DCOM took this one.
I'm picking DCOM in this game.
I'm also picking DCOM. That was going to be my upset special.
It's hard to come in. Cardiac's coming in and playing at 2 o'clock. They're coming in after DCOM's already warmed up, already ready to go.
Yeah.
and they get decom in their draw. I feel like this is kind of a shaft.
Yeah.
They kind of got shafted by not getting the winner of the Jungle Gym division.
Yeah.
I mean,
which-
of the.
I
but
kind
they-
of agree with that. I feel like.
But they get a bye, so it's kind of, I mean.
Right, but
it's-
that's like a. It hurts.
Yeah, I think honestly it would have been better to be the 2 seed in this tournament, because you get a warm up game. I mean, it's still gonna be a tough game. Don't get me wrong, but you get that game to kind of get your stuff together before you have to play somebody who really is gonna challenge you. You know.
Yeah. I just feel like, I mean, I know because they're the 1 seed, they deserve the bye, but then they should get the bye and play. Or, I mean, they should have had the choice then, or something. Do you want to be
Yeah.
the nut? Like, do you want to play that? I don't know how it could have been done, but I feel like coming in and playing an already warmed up decom team, ready to go, and they're just now
Yeah.
getting to the fields and.
But here's the question though: would you want to play 3 games and risk maybe getting upset, or just getting a rest and only playing 2
I'd
games?
rather warm up against the winner of a team
Yeah.
that's already played 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely take that 3rd game.
I mean, I agree.
If it were
I'm
my
playing
choice.
devil's advocate, but I don't know what Keith Moorhart would think. But
I mean, I would
maybe
actually
he
would like to know Keith Moorhart's opinion on this because he's made a lot of brackets before, so he kind of knows the ins and outs of how these things work and how it should have been done. I mean, Brian did this, and this is the way it should be done by the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Brian, you're doing this correct. Even though
Yeah.
you're too sick to be on the podcast, which is understandable.
He is.
We're
We
good.
hope he gets better.
Yes, please, Brian.
I
Commission to get better.
want to say though, so Curtis and I were talking last night, and we counted the amount of times in the past year that we came up second. It was a lot. Not gonna lie, second, way too often. So Cardiac either has to win this game and win the whole thing, or they have to lose this game, because I don't want to be second again.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you guys win, you get the winner of Wacom and Night Sweats.
and that's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I mean, this is pre-show stuff, but I know Josh said the whole team may not be there.
I mean, I
But-
say our whole team may not be there. We have, all the talent's gonna be there. Even when we're missing people, we're still stacked.
Yeah.
So like.
But here's the thing, though, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm actually agreeing with you in this. When you have a full squad of 15, 16 people, I don't know how that captain's going to run that team, but if you got that whole team playing against a team that's only got 10, 11, and your 10 and 11 are beasts, that team that's going to be running the whole squad is going to be probably screwed. So it actually, I mean, you're correct. I'm agreeing
Yeah.
with you.
Mhm.
But it'll help having the smaller group. So it'll be crazy. God.
Hey, Keith Moorhart, who do you think's gonna win?
We'll wait for you to catch up.
Yeah, I was saying, you're like 20-some minutes behind, so.
We'll just
we
wait.
can wait, yeah. 8:40, yeah. We'll finish this at like 9:05. We're good.
Mhm.
It's commercial though.
Do-do-do-do,
Lexus.
do-do-do.
All right, we're done waiting.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
Keith.
Sorry, Keith. So the Wacom versus Night Sweats game, I gotta pick Night Sweats here, and it's not biased. I really think that Wacom, they lost too many people this past season. I think they're still a solid squad. I mean, Jeff Moorhart, no relation to Keith Moorhart.
I hope
Always.
to God he is. I hope I win this. Fuck you guys, but I don't care.
Always puts together good squads, but I think that Night Sweats just has more talent in this game.
I feel like Wacom is full of ridiculously athletic people and people who work out a lot and are in shape, and Night Sweats is full of people who maybe are not in as great of shape but are really good at kickball. So I think I'm gonna go with Night Sweats.
I can't believe that Jeremy Smithy thinks that Keith Moorhart and Jeff Moorhart are even related.
That's insane.
Night Sweat. Oh. I'm sticking to my guns, man.
So you're saying that Jeff is an uncle? You really think Jeff is an uncle?
Just maybe. It's legitimately possible. It's not. It's Moorhart spelled that way is not
It's just hard to picture.
very commonly used.
I mean, I've met like 30 Moorharts in my life.
Can you name 4 of them?
Yeah.
Excluding Keith Morehart.
Jeff Morehart.
Okay, there's one.
Layla. Teddy.
Oh, see, now you're cheating. That's just grown adults that you've met.
Robin. Joseph.
See, this is going to
Eddie?
shit.
There's no way you can prove that I know any of these people.
Billy, Bob,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Ashley.
Yeah. Maybe Tiffany.
Yeah.
3 o'clock game. The winner of the 2 o'clock cardiac decom game, which we have conflicting answers on, but.
And the winner of the Welcome Sweats game, which
Thanks,
we
Mike.
have the same answers for.
Mike
Yeah.
Chapman said, I bet Smitty thinks me and that Ben guy are related too.
So decom / cardiac arrest against Night Sweats for the whole shebang, the whole kibosh, the whole kid and caboodle.
You gotta reply with your
Twig and
over-under on
berries.
how many Keith Moreharts we've set up into the Tortellini division, finals of the Tortellini division.
Okay,
I said 17 and it was at the 10 o'clock games.
Yeah, I said 37.
I would at least say
I'd say 32.
45 for our newly elected president, Harambe. 45. I love how this goes back and forth with Keith Morehart. For one moment he hates me, the next moment he loves me. And if he's still reffing at the 3 o'clock games, he better be the head ref. This is one of the best damn head refs I know, sir. Ma'am. Both of you.
I think he just wants to sit back and drink an ice cold beverage for once and watch the finals and not ref a game. Just my opinion of Keith Morehart.
Keith Morehart loves doing championship games.
Does he?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
because-
think he seems so excited about it.
He was not. All he wanted to do during the finals of the Freedom was sit on the sideline and drink a beer, and then begrudgingly he refed third base.
Yeah. While
sorry.
drinking a beer and not calling Gene on encroaching.
Oh. Keith Morehart would call someone, especially Gene Newfree, on encroaching.
Ooh, 31. Nice job.
Oh yeah.
We all went over, unfortunately, so if this were the Price is Right, we'd all lose.
Oh, but I was really close.
Decom Sweats for the trophy, the Brent Whitworth trophy. Is it still adequately named?
Okay, so I wrote down cardiac on mine, so I have to go cardiac
Oh, I'm
the
sorry,
whole way.
guys. Why? Because you guys don't want to be second again.
Yes.
What do you see with you guys playing Sweats?
If we're playing decom, we had their number early on in the season with our full squad. If they have their full squad, I think that we come out on top again.
I think if Dan's arm has recovered, he is pitching like
He pitched great against us last night.
he's pitching so good. I think that he can. He's
Jungle Jism.
gonna do really well. He's gonna handle it.
I mean, even though I did see only the finals when Shaw was in. Oh God, he was still pitching heaters with a cramped up, broken, messed up hand.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was.
it was amazing.
Yes, the dude was on fire, and I don't see him not being on fire. I watch you guys practice on Sunday. It's not a game. He's not a game. It'll be interesting.
Kickball is a game, though.
Yes.
So.
I think it's a good game. With Keith Morehart, home reffing, me first base reffing, and
How are you gonna first base ref this game if your team is making it all
I didn't say that.
the way?
I got us losing the Night Sweats because I know how
Okay.
good a squad they are. So,
Okay. I don't think that Keith should have to ref. I think Keith Morehart
Okay.
should be able to.
No relation to Jeff Morehart.
Yeah.
we haven't
should
got
be
there
able
yet.
to sit and just enjoy the game. So somebody else needs to volunteer to ref. I think you should ref.
I'll be playing in this game. So.
No, you'll be on the sidelines being a hype man anyways.
Oh,
I can't ref my own team because obviously
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna.
Everybody's
Alright,
safe. I guarantee that's something Keith Morehart wouldn't do.
I think Keith Morehart would be biased if it was Bad News Bears and he wasn't playing, and he was reffing. I think he'd be a little biased.
I think it's impossible not to be a slightly
Exactly.
biased, even
And
if
Keith
you're
Morehart is only
not
human.
trying. Yeah.
The grab him by the pussy comment had
Probably the best
Keith
comment.
Morehart destroy his computer screen.
Anytime Jamie Lacrosse says grab them by the pussy, you know it's a good night.
I think if she walks by a game and screams it out, that team has to literally do a timeout and everyone just drink.
I mean,
Like just like a shot.
I don't know if we should make that a thing.
No, new rule.
Unfortunately,
See
I
Jamie
don't
all
think
the
it's
time.
great to be screaming that where people have their children
And
out.
like I was told last night when people were cussing all over the place. They were, hey, we're playing an adult sport. I said, okay, fine. It's your kid's not mine. I don't have kids, so if your kid ends up saying fuck that bitch, not my problem.
Do you say that?
Never.
That's
No, I'm saying
really-
that's what they were saying. But if I had children and I was saying that around, oh my god.
Damn, he looks like a football.
Thomas Davis's
Arm looks like a football.
forearm.
Is that like a tattoo or is
stitches.
that?
No, that's
Those
God.
are stitches, like all the way up.
I guarantee Keith Morehart is gonna be like, damn, those stitches are ridiculous. And then when he gets to this part, he's like, damn, Jeremy can see the future. Cam Newton, stop crying. Drew Brees, I need touchdowns, sir. You're my $100 fantasy league. Willie Snead! First down. Alright. Night Sweat takes it again. Kyle, the what's the word I'm looking for here?
Anti-hero? Anti-disestablishmentarianism?
Yeah. Kyle Tyson.
Uh,
But do you really want to call Kyle Tyson the
disestablishmentarianism?
I don't remember where I saw that, but
Anti-disestablishmentarianism was the longest word in the dictionary.
But it's not anymore.
Nope. Do you know
Huh?
what the longest word in the dictionary is
I
now?
thought that was. But go ahead.
I'm asking if you know.
No, I do not know. I thought
Do
you
you
knew.
know?
I don't. I just know that it's not the longest anymore.
I don't know either. But I also know that it's no longer
Nuts.
the longest one.
How many games did Tyson actually play this year? Says Keith Morehart.
He played in 3 games this year.
Total? Shouldn't there be like a 4-game?
It's 2 games.
Rule?
It's a 2-game minimum rule.
Yeah.
We should make it 4.
Why? So
He
people
was-
like Tyson can't give Waka their money?
Yeah.
I mean, take
I
my
mean, we
money.
don't have a
Take my
regional
money.
rule, so
Man, if that's not what if another league tried to do like regional rules, wouldn't that kind of just suck?
Yeah, that other league, that we were talking about earlier, they're thinking about trying that. We'll see how it goes.
there's like a 90% chance, even though pretty much everybody on
Everybody voicing their opinion is against it.
yeah.
Although there are a lot of quiet people.
Yeah.
You go.
So the after party this week.
Fuck! Damn it, I'm done! Damn it, Keith. Fuck!
What?
They're not brothers. God damn it. That's it. I am done. This podcast is over. Good night, guys. I am checking out. You guys can talk about the rest.
Did you really think they were brothers? I cannot believe you actually thought they were brothers. This is ridiculous.
I don't know what's more ridiculous here. I don't know what to believe anymore, honestly.
I need some member berries.
I don't think Keith Morehart thinks this is funny.
I think he does think this is way funnier than
I'm
you
sure.
think.
He thinks it's
Do you guys
absolutely
need
hilarious.
Beer? No?
Yeah, I don't care.
You want some buckshot?
Sure, whatever.
Amber ale? Josh, you good?
So
I'm good.
where are we at? I'm just
The
laughing
finals.
so
Finals.
hard.
Yeah, the finals. Who are you picking for the finals?
I'm picking cardiac because we're not getting second, guys.
All right, Jeremy.
Sweats.
Night Sweats. It's a good choice.
Yeah, I'll stick with it. Alright. Now that I just found out the worst thing in the world, that Keith Morehart and Jeff Morehart are not brothers, my Thursday night has been destroyed. Drew Brees is going to get his fucking leg broken in half. I'm going to lose my fantasy league. I'm getting a phone call from some girl I've never ever known saying she has like a 19-year-old son that's supposedly mine, and Megan's going to run downstairs and kick me out instantly while throwing my clothes out of the window. My night is fucked.
You were
We're
having
done.
sex 19 years ago? How old are you?
38?
Ugh.
Which means I was 19.
So old.
Oh
We do
my
bad
God.
math. 20. Yeah. I was
19 years ago, I was 10.
19. Sorry. So yes, I was 19 years ago. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting lambasted. I love it. It's not about looking alike. If you keep watching, you would understand. I'm mad he hopped on just to say, you know, God.
Yeah, exactly. If they were brothers, they would always play on the same team. I mean, even though me and my brother don't play on the same team, but.
That's the whole reason I was thinking that.
But, you know, I don't know.
I mean, but.
Let me friggin' bone here. It was worth a shot. Damn, give me a break. You guys want to do any random over/unders, side bets, anything random?
Well, first of all, let me first say that the party this weekend, Saturday, starts at, I believe, 7 o'clock, and it's a space theme. Space out of this world theme, I think.
Yeah, out of this world.
It's going to be at Manhattan's, free beer, so
No.
show up. And that's for anybody that's registered in any Waka league. So including Freedom, Peninsula, volleyball, any of those.
Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Okay.
Even though bowling and volleyball technically haven't started, I'm pretty sure you all are invited to come as well.
I heard any Waka League, so there you go.
Um,
From Virginia Beach to Yorktown, bring
Yeah.
your ass to Manhattan.
So with this theme, I'm kind of picturing Jetsons. Like I wish I had one of those skirts that went, you know, and with
Yeah.
the bubble thing all the way
Like
around
Judy,
it. Yes.
or Jane. I'm sorry, Jane. Jane
Yeah,
is the
Jane.
wife.
Yeah.
Big booty Judy. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up. I'm all discombobulated, man. I got nothing now. My night is screwed. I'm gonna go downstairs and play Madden, and my quarterback is gonna be done for the year too. It's just everything. My PS4 is gonna blow up. I'm gonna get random spam.
So with 5 minutes left, I mean, should we break the news to Jeremy?
Oh God.
I kind of
don't want to. I kind of just want to let it
I
go.
know. I just want to see.
See where it goes.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do that.
I'm sure he'll figure it
He'll
out.
figure it out sooner or later.
Okay, so Keith just commented that's not true, Josh, but I'm
But
not
I don't
sure
know what he's
what
talking
Yeah.
about. He's so far behind.
Oh my God. Winter League. Talk about that. I know that's coming up. We're not playing a Gosnold this season, which is that's new. I don't know the name of the field, so I might need to catch up.
I actually drove by that place today.
It's over near County Grove, from what
Yeah.
I'm being told.
What's it called? Damn it. The elementary school off of that road.
This is the guy that lives in
It goes
Portsmouth, so
like
don't
this.
ask me.
I'm running that league. I can't think of the elementary school off the top of my head. It's like Barron Elementary.
That's what
yeah.
it is, yeah.
That's
Barron Elementary. It's like a mile down the street. I don't even think it's a mile. It's like a half mile
Yeah, it's
away
really
from County
close.
Grill. Our sponsor is County Grill. It starts in January. You can start signing up now. The T-shirt deadline for the bar logo isn't until like the first or second week of January. We'll say the first week to be safe, but maybe the second. So get signing up for that. It's cold, I know, but it's a lot of fun. And it's on Saturdays after football, after college football season's pretty much over with. So you got nothing going on Saturdays anymore.
Oh my God.
It's from like 12 to 2 normally on Saturdays. So get a little bit of day drinking in.
Keith asked how many Keiths are we at about what the 2 o'clock games? 'Cause that was right after we started doing the brothers not brothers. Hey, I'm gonna go 69 just because I'm gonna
Shoot,
jump
I
it.
was just typing 61.
Maybe I'm way under because I picked 48. The last time was 31, right?
Yeah.
But we were kind of.
We were really hammering the Keith Morehart's home there for a
especially
little
after
while.
I decided to think that they were brothers.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
This is true.
Sometimes.
Oh, this hurts so much. Where?
So I used to work with this girl who had the last name Lacrosse.
And I know
Are
a
you
lot
guys
of
related?
cars.
No.
There's actually another Cameron Carr that plays in this league, and
Yeah.
surprisingly, we're not related.
Yeah.
And he's like short like I am. He's got like reddish facial hair.
Kind kind of like you do.
Not related.
But not related.
And this
That's fair.
girl that I used to work with,
Uh-huh.
her first name was Alyssa, and I actually have a cousin named Alyssa. But it's not her.
Wasn't her?
Keith really wants to make this 100. We're at 50 right now. So
Oh, I'm so good at guessing? Holy shit.
What was the number?
now if you're on Price is Right and they said how many Keith Morehart's been said now, they would pull you up on stage and you'd be going for
Yes, I would be doing this.
Would you be shouting Keith Morehart's name while you did it?
Absolutely. Keith Moreheart, Keith Moreheart, Keith Moreheart.
It's beautiful. I mean, if we're gonna make it to 100 before 9 o'clock, we just gotta start saying Keith Morehart after everything.
You
Yeah.
kind of lame to use Keith Morehart's name every single time we talk. Like, at
But
least-
Keith Morehart has such a great name. Like
Right, it just
Keith
rolls. Keith
Morehart.
Morehart rolls right off the tongue.
It just has a nice ring to it.
3 total
I
syllables.
wonder what Keith Morehart's middle name is.
I am very interested to know what Keith Morehart's
No,
name is.
yeah.
If I had to guess what Keith Morehart's middle name was, I would say it's Keith Brandon Morehart.
I would say Keith Edward Morehart.
Edward? Keith Edward Morehart? I don't know about that.
What do you think? Keith
I'm really.
James?
I'm actually gonna go off the beaten path. I'm gonna say Keith Bartholomew Morehart.
Bartholomew.
Yes.
Huh. That's different.
Completely off the beaten path. Because Keith
I mean,
Morehart.
Keith Morehart would go off the beaten
Yes,
path. though.
because
Yeah.
Keith Morehart is made from a different cloth. Or
Do you
cut
think
from a
though,
different
if
cloth.
your middle name were Bartholomew, you would just go by Bart? I think
Keith,
that if I were
Keith
a
Bart
dude
Morehart.
and
I
my
like it.
middle name were something crazy like that, I would definitely take that name.
Bart Morehart.
Yeah. Keith Morehart.
I like it.
Keith Bart Morehart.
I'm gonna stick with Brandon here. I think it just flow. Keith Brandon Morehart, Keith Morehart. I mean,
I'm still sticking with Edward. I'm just saying, if his middle name were Bart.
if Keith Morehart brewed a beer, what would Keith Morehart call his Keith Morehart beer?
He would call it Keith Morehart. Because it just has such a perfect ring to it.
I mean, you think about when you say Keith Morehart beer, it
No,
sounds right.
I mean, I think
They
if Keith Morehart named a beer, it would just be like Morehart.
Oh, I
they're-
like it.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's like, would you like some more heart?
Oh.
I got a ton of Moreharts in the fridge. You want one?
See, you know what I've had that was amazing? More heart.
See, Keith Morehart said I would much rather play Platy as few games as possible on the road to the championship, whatever that means for bracket setup.
Oh, so he's
So the
saying
fewer games. He's on the cardiac.
he would
number
want
one.
that.
Yeah. Well, good on you, Keith Morehart. I don't agree with you, Keith Morehart, but
I don't
And
either.
your Keith Morehart beer name just
do you think we've
Morehart?
done 50 more? Well, he was also behind, so we're way over 100 by now. All right, guys,
Gotta
it's
be
been
more
fun.
than-
And for 101, thank you, Keith Morehart.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm now gonna sit around and just watch the comments as Keith continues watching the podcast.
Yeah, Keith, I was asking, who do you think's gonna win the whole thing? That was my
The
question.
whole-
Yeah, don't worry, he'll
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah.
later.
20 minutes from now, there'll be a
So-
random thing.
Randomly hit it. Oh, okay.
Ah,
Alright,
so
guys.
what? We'll see you guys in the spring. Maybe in the winter we'll work something out. Who knows? Keith Morehart, maybe known as Jesus, not Seattle Jesus. BRB. For Jeremy Smithy. Did you cut it off
Jamie.
already?
And Josh.
Good night. Oh, still missing. Fuck.